This is our upper timing cover we need to pull off. We have 2 coolant hoses in our way. So we'll move those first. We are gonna lose coolant, so I have a catch pan underneath. This here is just attached with a little bracket. Pull that off, get these clamps. There's one. I'll lift that up like that so it doesn't leak on us. Get this other one under it. There we go. Now we'll pull off our cam actuator. These are a 5mm Allen. Push our dipstick out of the way just a little. Wiggle this out. There we go. Just like that. The dipstick has one more retaining bolt underneath the oil filter. It's a T30 Torx. There we go. Now the top 3 cover bolts are also a T30. Looks like you also have the option to use a 10mm socket. Now the bottom 2, the manual says we use an open-end wrench. Yep, because of this motor mount here, gets in our way. This back one, I can't get my box end on it, so I have to use the open end. This is gonna be painful. Just a 1/4 turn at a time. Good news about that back one is you can get your fingers on it once you break it loose. Okay, nice. Got a little more on this front one to do. You can kind of get 2 fingers on it and spin it. Okay, I hope that's it. There is an electrical retainer over here we want to undo. Get that disconnected. There we go. Perfect. On our timing cover, we have 2 gaskets we're going to replace. Our main outer gasket, just get it with a pick, pull it up. That should separate. Looks like the bolts are attached, so they're going to drop once we pull this out. So just be aware of that and catch them. There we go. And for our oil control valve, we have this big O-ring here. Just pop that out. There we go, just like that. Now there's a skinnier end and a fatter end. The fatter end goes down from this position. So you want the skinny end facing you. Pop that in its groove. It's a little hard getting it started, but just be patient, work with it. There we go. Just make sure it's set in all the way. Perfect. We'll flip it over, make sure it looks good on the outside. Nice. Now we'll take this new gasket, push it in. It should only fit one way. Gonna push it in like that. We'll get our bolts, push them in through the back. There we go, and that'll hold our gasket in. Nice, let's install it. When we install it, we want to make sure our gasket doesn't catch on anything and change positions on us. So just nice and gentle. Oh, that went in pretty nicely. Almost there. There. Start these top bolts. I'm just gonna snug them in for now. Then we'll get our bottom bolts. Put this little guy back on, make sure its surface is nice and clean. There we go. I also do not have a torque spec on this either, but just good and snug. Doesn't have to be cranked down too much. You don't want to break these or strip one of them. There we go. Same with that lower bolt for our dipstick, just good and snug. Throw our coolant hoses back on. Try to put the clamp in the same spot that it came off of. Put this little retainer back. Top it off with coolant. Because we only lost a little coolant, I'm gonna put some universal in it. Okay, let's not forget to plug this in. Nice. All right, there you go. That's how you can replace the upper timing cover gasket on one of these 2-liter turbos. Overall, not bad at all. Now what I'm gonna do and what I recommend is giving it a good wash down. Also, if you got oil on your serpentine belt, I recommend replacing the serpentine belt. Oil will swell a belt and you can have problems down the road. Thanks for watching. I'll have links in the description for the parts and tools used. If you have any questions, comments, post down below. See you on the next one.